the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a clear the air, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Patriots. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Off play action, Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. But now it'll be third down. Hey, look at this Patriots defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have an injured player out there, and oh boy, that's the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who's in some pain after that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vernon. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
I tell you what. Season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Off play action. Vernon. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Aldrick Rosas on for the... And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 15 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You look at this Patriots defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just max protect the offense, keep everyone in, and 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Jones. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now they'll audible to something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot save. Javon Hargrave in there again for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones now off the play fake. It's incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing to start the drive. Vernon. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vernon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Vernon.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Vernon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 7.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vernon working the middle of the
field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Roses to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New England's offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
And motion left goes a tight end. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up the midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Down right around the 25. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over. Side. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Short one there to Freiermuth.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Off play action. Vernon. Able to find the open man. That's
It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. He's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Vernon. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They go play action here on first down. He's got a full head of steam. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are once again back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, it's Stevenson. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Vernon. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of 1st. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Jones on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On first down, Vernon. Checking this down to Stevenson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on first down, Vernon. Pass incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the first, and they are out of timeouts. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Now Jones, off play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And here's Taylor on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's Jones to throw on second down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett. Throw left side, held in by Pickens.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers use the short field to get in for 6.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing Jones.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Pickett now on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Patrick Queen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now Jones. Thrown outside, complete. That's Hammond. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Pickett's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. To the air on first down with Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now a 2nd and 10. On a handoff, Stevenson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pickett now from the gun here. Completes this one to Pickens. And he will get this to the midfield strike, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pickett sets up play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, though, but it'll be 4th down now.
I know this type of running back. experience. The first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the two-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll go again with Dobbins. They do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Taylor now to return it.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's Pickett and the Steelers.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Pickett to throw. He's got Pickens complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for New England, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.